Schultz, is that correct? Okay, from Decoding Dyslexia.
Yes. I'm Laura Schultz, Decoding Dyslexia Maryland. I'm one of the parent leaders of our grassroots network. We have chapters in 13 regions across the state, and 2 of our students are on their way here to speak to the commission to talk about their experiences. We would really like to express all of our gratitude for the many comments that we've made, that you have reviewed and read on our behalf and on behalf of our parents. And thank you for your time and your dedication over the last 2 years to doing this very complex task. But in acknowledging your commitment to improve student outcomes, we do want to suggest some changed language to Working Group 3, Element A, to fully address an early warning system for students and to provide adequate funding to address that early warning system. There's a robust body of research that is clear. Early intervention is a powerful tool that not only changes skill development, but also changes brain development, and as such has long-term positive outcomes on all students, no matter their zip code. There is an equally robust body of research that tells us how to identify or determine which students are at risk before they fall behind. And we can divert many students from reading failure and more effectively address their needs before they snowball. There is a commitment within this group to ensure that students do receive a high-quality education, and we do appreciate that. But in order to build and fulfill that commitment, there needs to be state-level action to implement evidence-based practices for all students. And we need the help of local districts to get that done. In advocating strongly for universal reading screening and associated best practices in early intervention, we are asking the Kirwan Commission to establish a commitment to evidence-based practices statewide and to fund them commensurately. Because of the purpose of reading screening is to quickly identify students at risk from those who are not at risk. Effective screening must be universal, psychometrically valid, address developmentally appropriate skills, and be brief and cost-effective. Early intervention that incorporates universal screening and supplemental instruction aligns with MSDE's goals and standards and is included as a best practice in MSDE policy statements. Early intervention reduces the need later for more intensive, less effective, and more costly intervention. For example, in 4th grade, students need 2 hours of instructional time to make the same gains as would be made in 30 minutes of time in kindergarten. That's from the Florida Center for Reading Research, and it's a quote from Dr. Joe Torgeson. Ultimately, a carefully designed universal screening and supplemental instruction process will pay significant dividends, not only for our state and
Could you please bring your testimony to
yes, for our state and school system, but also for our students and family. And our 2 amendments would be on Element 3A to remove the word formative and to clarify the types of the parts of an early warning system so that they're clearly funded.
Could you give us the language you're suggesting?
Yes, the language is in our written
Thank you very much.
testimony.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you both.